Good morning. It's Johnny Sunshine. Johnny bought a bag of fucking ginger snaps last night at Detweiler's, and it's almost gone. But don't think I've been sitting here eating fucking ginger snaps. For every one I eat, I give away 2. Come here, Gussie. Gussie, you want a snack? That motherfucker loves food, man. Watch him. Watch. Gussie, you want a snack? You want a snack? Come get it. Gussie fucking loves ginger snaps, man. Bella, she's watching her figure, but she likes it too. Bella, you want a snap? Gussie's like, I'll have that. Here you go, buddy. Here, Bella. I love this. I could just sit here like this, guys. Listen, here's what I do. This is good luck. Keep your ear, listen carefully. Watch. Oh, that one didn't end up in the dog's mouth. Who got it? Here comes Gussie. Here's Gussie. Gus, you want one? Watch this guy. Gus, you want a ginger snap? There it is. Oh, just sniff it. Come on, Gussie. He's like, come on, man. Why are you fucking with me? You know I love him. Just give it to me. Stop playing these fucking doggy games with me. Here, Belle, watch. Now I'll throw one over my shoulder. Bella's a pretty good outfielder. Bella, you ready? Hey. Hear that? Hitting her in the fucking chops, man. Gussie too, man. These motherfuckers could play for the Red Sox. Come here, Gussie. Hey. Yeah. Gussie's gonna be on the fucking Bad News Bears. He's not as good as Bella. Don't tell him that. He's a little fucking sensitive. For you guys who are drinking black coffee, get you a fucking bag of ginger snaps. Fucking A, man. Wow. So guys, I got into a job yesterday. That was a real fucking test of my patience. Working in a pressure cooker. 2 fucking people sitting downstairs in their daughter's apartment, waiting for me to finish. A neglected rental property that looked like a fucking retard put it together. Nothing was right. Just put more fucking DAP on it. That'll stop the leak. So anyways, I put up a lot of videos yesterday, man, and by last night, by like 9, 10 o'clock, my fucking brain was fried with the editing. Not even, I don't edit, but just stitching these things together. I was having issues with my camera. Standing up on the side of a fucking tub, it's tough to film. The stress level was getting up there. I did have an opportunity to use my cartridge puller on one of the worst situations I've ever seen. That shower valve, you know, these homeowners, these investors, they fucking, the people who own rental property. Fucking Gussie, he's like, come on, man, give me another fucking ginger snap. No, you're on a diet now, Gussie. Till I finish them motherfuckers. They have a handyman That's who they call first. And you know when you get to a job that old fucking Handy Andy's already been there and he can't fix it. So it's time to call in a fucking real doctor, you know? Instead of the guy who says, you don't need that fucking license. So the original call was water dripping out of the ceiling. They don't know where it's coming from. So there was a lot going on right in that area. Air conditioning unit, could be an AC drain. Water heater, could be the fucking water heater in the connections. It could be a cracked cast iron pipe in the ceiling. It could be a lot of things. There's a tub there, a bathroom, a toilet, a fucking lavatory, all within a fucking 5-foot radius in this tiny, tiny apartment. So I used just my feet and I stepped off where the water was showing on the ceiling from the front of the inside the unit on the first floor. I stepped it off and it was 15 feet. So I went up on the second floor in the same spot. I started in the same spot and I stepped off 15 feet and it brought me to the center of that tub. So I knew, that's where I was going to start. It doesn't mean that's where it was. Water travels, you never fucking know. So I start there. And really, I probably should have started with the tub drain. But there was just so much to do there. It was a mess. The tub spout was not working. I couldn't get water up to the shower. Just a lot, man. And everything I touched was a fucking problem. The drain, the overflow was not installed properly. There's no access. The overflow 90 was about 3/4 of an inch too high. Like the bottom of it was above the hole in the fucking tub. And whoever put it in just screwed the fucking thing in, and the gasket was doing nothing. The water, and this girl, she started using the tub. She's a new tenant, and she was taking baths, and that's where the water was coming from. So I was able to, and I didn't get this on film, which sucks because I just don't know what the fuck happened with my camera. Sometimes it's on fucking, fast forward. Sometimes it's taking a picture, not a fucking goddamn video. So that adds a little bit of anxiety and stress to the whole process. Anyways, I had these big, thick overflow gaskets from back in the day. Rubber, not the foam like from like an old Watt. I don't know what the manufacturer was. TSF8, I think, was the number of the waste I used to buy a lift and turn. Anyways, I was able to get the old gasket out, and I was able to put the new gasket in, and I was telling in the video that I thought I was making for that, I was saying, when you do that, put half of the gasket in the hole and put one of the screws in, just one, so that if something happens, the fucking gasket's not going to drop down the wall, and then you got to go fucking hope you have 10 of them, So put a screw in, get like a piece of the gasket in there enough so that you can get one of the screws into the fucking overflow 90, and then you don't have to worry about the damn thing falling down the fucking wall behind the tub. So anyways, I fixed that, man. It was a lift. It was a trip lever Gerber tub waste. Not sure if it was a Gerber brand, but it worked. I put a new faceplate on with a plunger because the one I pulled out was pretty fucking nasty. Everything was. Those are real old units. They were built in the 70s. And a lot of this shit, man, has been remodeled not just once, but maybe 4 or 5 fucking times down here in Florida. People come and go, man. Transient. People are on the move. Nobody's from here. So I fixed the fucking overflow. I'm just gonna kind of tell you how I finished this job. So by the time I left, I redid the trip lever on the tub and put a new oversized gasket, and I cranked that fucker down. The reason why I changed the faceplate is so I could put a lot of pressure on those bolts. And a new plunger, I adjusted it. It's holding water and it lets water out good when I left. So then I get to the spout. And the spout, you pull the diverter up and it's still shooting out half the water into the tub. So they need a new spout. No big fucking deal, right? Yeah. It was a big deal. Some fucking Goomba. I use shark bites, and it's funny that I put a video up yesterday about shark bites, and this is where you don't use a shark bite. And if you fucking hate them because of the idiot who did this, you just can't get it. Yeah, it worked. He pushed it on, but you can't get the motherfucker off because there's no way to get in there. So I went through hell getting this spout off and getting this shark bite fitting that was right up against the wall, because the handyman went in there to fucking replace a defective spout, and he didn't unscrew the fucking, it was a slip fit spout that was in there originally, and he didn't loosen the set screw, so he fucking gouged the shit out of the copper and ended up having to cut it off. And then he used the shark bite with about a ½ inch of fucking pipe hanging out of the wall on a tub spout. And I'm dealing this whole thing, everything that I do, I'm thinking there's no access. And what I realized, the space behind that was dedicated to, because my question was, why are they wasting so much space, you know? And it was where all the fucking duct work and everything was coming off of that air conditioning unit. You know, there was a tight space. So anyways, it was a pressure cooker. I got that off. I showed you how I put a male iron pipe, because if you solder a coupling on close to the wall, you can't use a slip fit spout. So I had to use a threaded spout. And I showed you how I do that. I solder a fucking adapter, a male adapter, on a piece of copper. Screw it in hand tight after the solder, after you cool it off. Screw it into the spout, clean the copper coming out of the wall, put a coupling on it, and then slide that pipe on, whatever length. It could be 3 feet long with the spout on the end of it. Push it into the coupling and then measure from the tile to the back of the fucking spout. And that's how much you need to cut off the copper. Solder the male adapter on first to the copper. I was watching one of these he's a great guy, he and his family. It's residential repairs, I think. Forgive me, my friend, if I don't know name. I think his name is Vince, and his wife works with him. But he did that the other day, and he was like, you know, I gotta be careful, because if I put the male adapter in there, I can't reach it, blah blah blah. You gotta solder that on a piece of copper, man. Solder that male adapter onto the copper, thread it in there hand tight, and then put your coupling on, and then just measure the space and take it off the copper. You don't have to allow for a male adapter, any of that bullshit. Just thread it in by hand, and take that measurement from the face of the tile to the back of the spout, cut it off the raw end of the copper, solder it into the coupling, and that'll give you a nice tight fit up against the tile. So I fixed the overflow with an oversized gasket and redid the whole thing. I fixed the spout, and I didn't have a chrome one, but fuck, they had brushed nickel or whatever, so that's what I had. That's what was on my truck, so that's what was there when I got there. That's what I put back on, because that's all I had. I mean, I didn't really even dig for a chrome one. I most likely have a few of them. So I fixed the overflow, I fixed the fucking the spout. Now I move up to the valve body, and the handles. The cartridge needs to be replaced, man. I take the plates off. I look in. There's a little bit of shit dripping. Not bad. It's not dripping, but you can see that cartridge needed to be replaced. So I get my new cartridge puller that I designed, and it costs about fucking $3.50 to make. And it's made out of plastic, and it pulls the cartridge out all the way. Not fucking a quarter, doesn't move it a half inch, and then you're stuck, and then you break it, and you know, just crazy. So I use my cartridge puller, man, and that motherfucker worked like a dream. But last night, when I make the conclusion of the videos, somehow in all the 30 segments, I missed the fucking cream of the crop. The fucking beginning of that video, the conclusion, the beginning of it should have been me fucking just pulling that cartridge out like fucking butter, baby. Bella, shut the fuck up. You're not gonna get any more ginger snaps if you keep bitching all the time. Dig it? Now go somewhere and think about that. He's like, what? You're fucking crazy. I'm out of here. So the cartridge puller worked great. So I go down to my truck. I clean it all up, the cartridge, you know, I mean the valve body, get ready to put a new cartridge in. I go down to my truck to get a Moen Posi-Temp cartridge. I'm fucking out of them. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Now I'm already here for a couple fucking hours. Everything's a dogfight. The water in the fucking house, the shutoffs. I gotta run down from the second floor, out the front door, down the sidewalk, around the back of a fucking 4-unit condominium, go run by her fucking lanai and into the neighbor's lanai, where there's a meter box above grade, above ground, with 2 meters in it, fucking 12 inches high above the fucking slab in the house. Nightmare. Oh, nightmare. So you want to be a fucking plumber? I put my videos are the fucking real shit. It ain't no little 5-second snippets of, oh, this is plumbing. Bing, 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 bing. And add a little Led Zeppelin to it, you know? That ain't plumbing, motherfuckers. You're sitting there watching, I'm just gonna say, man, these guys with their flashy tools, that ain't the plumbing I know. That's all I can tell you. Plumbing is a motherfucking dogfight sometimes. And you better be tough, man. Because mentally, physically, plumbing will fuck your head up, man. Stress. People standing over your fucking shoulder. So anyways, I go down to my truck to get a Posi-Temp cartridge. I'm out of Moen Posi-Temp cartridges. I did have one, but I can't find it on my truck. I don't know what the fuck I did with it. I had it on Sunday, a brand new Moen Posi-Temp cartridge that I used for my demonstration on my tool. But I can't find it, so I'm digging through my Moen cartridge box, and I've got a million different cartridges, and down in the bottom of that box, a few years ago, I bought those cheap-ass Korean fucking replacement cartridges where you get the cartridge, you get the grease, you get a new clip. You know, I'm like, wow, this is a good deal, and it's only $17. Yeah. Well, they don't fucking work. So 3 years ago, I put 3 of them in, 2 of them fucking leaked. I mean, they didn't leak, they just didn't work right. And so they were on my truck, but I never use them. I buy original Moen cartridges, man. But I did try them, because I felt like I was getting fucked paying $50 for a cartridge at Gorman's, you know? And I am getting fucked. So I tried to get this cartridge in, this Korean piece of crap, and it don't want to go in. So I have to start looking deeper into this valve body, and I realized that old Handy Andy's been in there with a fucking hammer and a screwdriver because he couldn't get the old cartridge out, the one before the one I just pulled out. And he boogered up the inside of that fucking, you know, they need to come up, somebody needs to come up with a little honing tool. I mean, I used a little metal file, and it sounds loud, like I was filing the shit out of the inside of that. I wasn't, I know how close these tolerances are. It sounded loud, but I was very careful not to start like digging into that brass in there. I was trying to get the where the brass buckled up, preventing me from getting the cartridge in. But it'd be nice if there was a little honing tool, you know, like when they hone cylinders on an engine, just a mini one, you know, to hone that sleeve on a cartridge. Somebody should invent that. Maybe I will. But anyways, I finally get the cartridge in. And now the clock's ticking, guys. I'm getting close to being here for 3 fucking hours, man. And I was staying calm. I was like, this is what needs to be done, man. I mean, ultimately, I would have had to fucking cut a hole somewhere and get in behind that and change the valve if it came to that. But I stuck it out. I cleaned that thing up good enough. I finally got the cartridge in, and I turn it on, and the motherfucker's dripping out of the front. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. You got to be fucking kidding me. So I finally get it in, and it's fucking dripping. So now I'm like, it's just unfucking believable. So now I need my puller again to pull the fucking cart, go down, turn the water off again, pull the fucking cartridge out, and I start looking at it, and I realize that the gasket from this Korean cartridge, the O-ring, a lot of times I say gasket and I mean O-ring. I make a lot of verbal mistakes in my videos, and that's what live that's why they have so many takes, because it's normal, you know. When people are on television or on camera, they're like, oh yeah, fuck that one up, take 45. My shit's raw and comes at you just the way I'm doing it. So anyways, I apologize for that. Anyways, so I run down, I turn the fucking water off, I pull the cartridge out again with my cartridge puller, and I realize that the O-ring on this Korean cartridge is a lot smaller than the O-ring on the cartridge that I pulled out, which was most likely a real Moen cartridge. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try to replace this O-ring and see if this leak stops. And sure enough, man, I took the old O-ring off of that old cartridge I pulled out. I cleaned it up. It was in good condition, didn't have any nicks or anything. I put it on that new Korean cartridge, and I stuffed it back in the fucking hole, put the clip in, ran downstairs again, around the fucking neighborhood, turned the water back on, and hauled ass back into the fucking house, up to the 2nd floor, and turned that motherfucker on, and it didn't leak. And I was like, praise God! The plumbing gods were with Johnny yesterday. They were like, just hang in there, man. We'll get you through this. I got a fucking itchy ass. I got an itchy butt cheek. I'm not digging in the crack of my ass, motherfuckers. So a friend of mine, kid who worked for me, and he owns his own business now. He says some days in plumbing, it's so fucking bad that like you just want to cry. And he says, and you question every fucking decision you've ever made in your life. Like, how did I end up here? What the fuck? That's what plumbing's like, guys. It ain't for fucking sissies, I can tell you that, Jackson. I've seen lots of good men fucking crumble under the pressure of plumbing. But I felt strong when I left that job. And I'm getting motherfucking paid for that, Jackson. That investor, he's from Massachusetts. Chinese guy. And, yeah, that motherfucker's paying me for my fucking effort yesterday. And I work hard, man. I'm not out there just fucking lollygagging around, man. I'm fucking in there getting it. So they're gonna have to stop paying me. I got a gift in the mail yesterday from a guy. I did put a clarion call out for some help in pricing. And a guy, one of my subscribers, a great guy, he owns a business here in Florida. He sent me basically an outline for a service business pricing guide and all of the things and how they price things. And I started reading through it. And when I was reading through it, I had the hat on of a consumer, somebody calling them to do a job. And those prices these would, you know, it's a different area. I'm going to have to come up with my own pricing, but it's the outline that I needed. It didn't seem out of line, you know, when I'm looking at it as a consumer and thinking, wow, I need this done, and they can do it, but this is how much it costs, man. It's like getting extra gravy on your fucking mashed potatoes at a restaurant, Jack. Yeah, we'll give you it. We'll give you extra potatoes, but you're going to have to pay for it. Unfortunately for me, I've been giving a lot of shit away, man. I have been giving my services, and I think I'm a pretty good plumber, man. I know you motherfuckers call me a hack and all this bullshit, and I'm not an electrician, you know. I think I'm a pretty good plumber, man. I get shit fixed. Whether it's exactly the way you want me to do it. When I leave a fucking house, that shit is working. And their problem does not exist anymore. And ultimately, that's what I'm there for. But I've been giving a lot of shit away, man. I do a stoppage. You know, like yesterday, I put a garbage disposal in for a guy. He had a leaky, you know, he turned the shower on and the fucking handheld shower was squirting water all over the fucking place. This cheap bullshit you buy at Home Depot. So I was like, it's got to come out, man. You need to get rid of this thing. And I don't stock, you know, 400 different styles of fucking handheld showers, so it's got to come out. And I put a Moen shower head on for him. But in that price guide, there would have been over $100 fucking charge for putting that, and I just gave it to the guy. And need to start getting paid for what I do, man. And it ain't, you know, the old saying, nice guys finish last. There's a lot of truth to that, man. You know? I've been struggling financially since I got diagnosed with leukemia and had to fight cancer. And, you know, to be fucking down and out for like 4 years, battling cancer, like fighting for my life, not just fucking, you know, it was tough, man. And I paid the price monetarily, big time. Lost all my shit. I had 4 fucking condos, guys. Some of you guys know that, and I hate to keep beating a dead horse, but I was pretty fucking successful, guys. I was rolling before I fucking got sick. And it's time for me to start making the money that I'm worth, man. I know if you brought a handful of fucking master plumbers into that job yesterday, we all would have done something different. 9 out of 10 of them would have said, you need a new valve and we're going to cut this fucking house open and just put a new valve in. I didn't do that. I tried to look at a situation and come up with a fucking resolution to the problem. Like fucking, Vanilla Ice says, show me a problem, I'll solve it. Check out my beat while my DJ revolves it. Or something like that. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Ice, ice, baby. Yeah. Fella, shut the fuck up. Go get me a cup of coffee, woman. I fucking killed myself. So let me go get some coffee, and then I'm gonna pause this, and I'm gonna get a cup of coffee because this shit's cold and nasty tasting. And then we're gonna do some hater mail. All right, guys. So I gotta kick these fucking dogs out of my goddamn. Get out of here! Come on, let's go. Scoop, motherfuckers. So I wanna put out there this cartridge puller system that I made. It's a 2-in-1 tool. You can use the same thing on a Chateau with the 1-inch pipe. For any of you guys who look, if you don't know what I'm talking about, kind of find that in my video collection here. But a guy came, said yesterday, he said, we need to get a name for that tool. And this guy's cool as shit. Smart. R. Moby, I think is his name. But he had a couple of suggestions for my name, for the name of the tool. Let's see. So what I'm saying is I wanna see you guys put some suggestions up for the names. This guy, he came up with one. He said something about a fucking circle jerker or something, or it sounded like the title of a gay porn movie. Mr. Moby, you know that. You're cool as shit, but man, that name ain't going on the side of my cartridge puller, man. A fucking jerker? Come on. And the fucking thing looks like a dick. Come on, man. That's not good. So I came up with I think it's going to be, we call it the Triple P, the Phillips Power Puller. Bang! That motherfucker, that's my thoughts. But I want you guys to give me a name, and I can't wait for this. Name my cartridge puller, man. I can't wait. In like 2 weeks, you'll see Mikey Pipes has fucking, patented it, and now he's selling them the Mikey Pipes fucking circle jerker. Something. Fucking A, man. That motherfucker, man, he's always trying to make money on everything. Jesus Christ, man. He ain't trying to make America great again. He's trying to make Mikey Pipes rich, man. That's all he's trying to do. He can't fool, he can't bullshit a motherfucking bullshitter. Shit. Make America great again. Yeah, come on now. He's trying to make Mikey Pipes rich. I just want to show you this, man. Look at that cartridge puller, guys. Just fucking watch. And yeah, I'll be honest, man. I'm just saying, as an Irishman, seeing that fucking hog hanging out of the wall from here, yeah, the old circle jerker, I'm a little jealous of that fucking 1.25 inch fucking cartridge puller. Son of a bitch! Don't let your girlfriend see it! See that? Look at that, man. Literally less than $5 to make that thing. And it's just fucking... Look at the rhythm. It's like the train starting. Get out of there, you motherfucking old crusty ass fucking mowing poly tip cartridge. Come to Papa.
But it's almost out. So what I'm going to do is, because it's getting hard to hold that handle, I'm just going to put a screwdriver on that.
I need to get a wood handle for the end of that bitch that screws on. Buy extra rods, guys, in case you bend it. That's all I'm saying. I got a box of 50 of them motherfuckers, so I'm never gonna be out. But look at that thing, man. The train is rolling, Jackson. Pop! Just like so. Johnny don't fuck around, boys. I just love it, man. That was my retirement, man. I got a whole box full of inventions, man. I have a whole display of shit that I made. And I was going to try to sell. I was thinking about, I'm serious, I was going to go on Shark Tank. And if you know, had the chance, I'd punch fucking Mr. Wonderful in the face. Because I don't like the man. Because of his... friends, you know, you are the motherfucking company you keep. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You know who he likes. Mark Cuban, he's a good man. And he got more money than all of them motherfuckers put together. Anyways, where the fuck are we? So I gotta go do some work today. I think I'm gonna go put a fucking research system in. Let's see. Let's read some of the... Wow. This guy said that faucet is a liability. I'd hate to be the owner. Yeah. This guy, Davenport, he said, man, I literally could feel relieved for you. Good stuff. Never-ending jobs seem to come up at the worst fucking time. Yep, that's plumbing, guys. It ain't those fucking plumbing shorts. It isn't. If you're a plumber, it ain't like them 30-second videos, man, with some music in the background and everything's fucking good. You're gonna get your ass beat most fucking days. You're gonna come home licking your fucking wounds. Yeah. And then plumbing right, drumming left. He says, nice. Don't buy the non-mowing cartridges. For your information, they leak. I would have kicked him in the fucking balls if he was next to me after a comment like that and after what I went through yesterday. Really, man? Come on! In with the good air and out with the bad, Johnny. Sounds as if there is this guy, Karsten, sounds as if there is a counterfeit component there somewhere. Yes, it's not a counterfeit. It is an aftermarket replacement. Danco makes a living making parts like that. Most of them work. Those little fucking yellow people over on the other side of the pond They get off on fucking with Americans, building shit cheap and sending it over here, and we buy it up and it don't work for nothing. This guy, I don't have my glasses on, man, but he said, I saw your video, it was like I was working with you. You poor motherfucker. That ain't fun. So this guy, Dennis Cordova, he said our office was giving us a generic mowing cartridge for a time, and I had nothing but fucking callbacks with those. Yeah. I need to throw them off, and honestly, man, even I went to the point because I was so frustrated with how much these cartridges cost, and then to mark it up, you know, for a fucking little cartridge, man, you mark it up, you're at like $100 or $75, $80 for a cartridge, man, to a homeowner, an old fucking lady, you know, and mowing's just fucking ripping us off at $51 for that thing. For the same money, you could buy a fucking 3-handle Gerber fucking rebuild kit with brass stems, 3 of them, handle, chrome kit, everything. And you're gonna charge me more than that for a fucking mowing piece of plastic with a couple of fucking O-rings on it? Come on, man. So I ordered the fucking rebuild kits. You know, mowing will send you all the rubbers, and you use the same valve body, the plastic, if you can get it out without fucking breaking it. And you can rebuild the cartridge, you know. They don't fucking work. It's hard as fuck to get them things together without destroying the O-rings. So that time period, and I did a lot of videos on that, I was trying to get around the fact that I was getting gouged by Gormans and Moen on the price of cartridges. I was paying full fucking retail. I was paying as much as Home Depot sells them for at a plumbing supply house. So unfortunately, they're still on my truck. I need to just throw all that shit out. I bought 10 rebuild kits, and I think I bought 10 those Korean cartridges. I was like, what the fuck? I got 10 of them for like $160, man. That's a great bargain. Yeah, but it's a pile of fucking junk. This guy said, Dave Wolf, he said it would take Mikey Pipes and 3 of his guys to fucking do what I did yesterday. Yeah. I saw Mikey Pipes do some shit, repairs. He ain't no plumber, guys. He can do plumbing. He's not a, he's more of a heating and cooling guy. He's a technical wizard. He likes testing, electrical testing, and he knows the shit like the back of his hand. But he's not a in the trenches plumber, you know. He's probably never plumbed a new house, man. So just like I have never done the shit that he does. I mean, oh, here it is. Yeah, Moby. You need to name. You need a name for that puller. I suggest the Johnny Jerker. Oh, hell no! The Johnny Jerker? Come on, man! What the fuck, dude? The Phillips puller. No! Both of them. I see that shit in the seedy part of town on 42nd Street in New York. The Johnny Jerker's fucking here tonight. No. Thanks, man, but your suggestion just went in the trash, Mr. Moby. I'm thinking the Triple P, the Phillips Power Puller. Baby, that's my... You guys put your suggestions up. This ought to be fucking interesting. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I ordered some propane yesterday. Hopefully my tank got filled up. I need to go out here and sit in this spa. It's been about a week and a half. Maybe a week. I haven't used it a lot when there's guests here. I try not to be out there in my fucking underwear, you know. I will tell you, the guest that's at my house now, she's from Worcester, and fucking gorgeous. Whew. Beautiful, man. Smart. Younger than me, too. And I look at her like she's an older woman. And she's fucking either her husband or her fiance is a plumber, and he just sold his business up in Worcester, Mass. And I'm thinking maybe she's got some. Maybe she found out about this place from my YouTube channel. Anyways, that's going really good, man. I'm booked solid, man. No open days for months. So that just took off quick. And it's a great place, man. The location, and it's just it's way better than a goddamn stale, stinky ass fucking hotel room. Simple as that. It's a house, man, and it's homey. You know, you can kick your shoes off and fucking relax in there. But next week, I'm going to have cleaners cleaning that place instead of me. I'm going to call them today and say, I need you next fucking whatever, between 10 and 2. You need to allow a couple hours, at least 2 hours, you know, to get in there and get that shit done. But I have to make sure I have the linens and towels and stuff for them to just do that. So anyways, things are working out, guys. It's been a good year so far, I will tell you. And it ain't because of old fucking, yeah, that guy. Stop reading the news. Stop paying attention to what's going on in the world. You'll be a much happier person. I am. Look at me. Just look at how happy I am, man. Sitting here in my fucking underwear, my fucking brand new t-shirt I put on this morning, man. Fucking hey. Cheers. Make America great again. Check out my video last night on cooking, man. In all of this, all the work I did yesterday, I put up 4 videos and I cooked my motherfucking dinner from heaven. Fried pork chops with potatoes and onions. I had a separate dish of fresh string beans. What's the name of that shit that makes your piss stink? Asparagus, and what else was in that fucking? God, I'm getting fucking. I think I really do have I got too many knocks in the fucking head in my life. Anyways, I made some corn and bean salsa. That was delicious. Check out that video, man. It was a great dinner. Oh, corn on the cob. That's what I had. Corn on the cob, string beans, and asparagus in one pan. Then I made the black bean and kidney bean salsa with corn and onions. And just a jamming meal, man. Ain't nothing like a fried fucking pork chop, man. Nice and browned. Whew. Check it out, man. You'll be doing it. Get to cooking, guys. So I had a busy day yesterday, and I went to sleep, and I couldn't wait to get up this morning and do it all over again, Jackson. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I feel blessed. Thank you. See this? See this box, man? This box right here, I'm gonna just show you. These are all my prayer books, man. That I would get up every single morning and I would spend an hour and a half when I was very, very sick, man. I was reading some of my AA stuff, just trying to get centered, man, spiritually, you know. And I'd read this stuff every day. And unfortunately, this is gas line for a fucking... This is gas line for like a Echo fucking chainsaw or fucking weed whacker or something. So I'm gonna, this book right here, I'm gonna read, what's the date today? The 14th? Wow, I wrote something in this. Yeah. That's April 30th. So let's get back. Let me see what this book says about today, man. Let me just make sure I'm on the right date first. And then I'm going to finish. Wow, it's the 15th already. Fucking time flies when you're up to your fucking earlobes and shit. As I'm looking for a prayer to read, I'm swearing and all of that. I'm just, I am who I am. I apologize, Jesus. So let's read this. My face is shining upon you, beaming out peace that transcends understanding. Wow. You are surrounded by a sea of problems, but you are... I gotta get my glasses, guys. Alright, guys, so January 15th. I probably read this at least 4, 5, 6 times because I was doing this every day. It says, my face is shining upon you, beaming out peace that transcends understanding. You are surrounded by a sea of problems. And at that point in my life, my problems were health, man. Big time. But you are face to face with me, your peace. As long as you focus on me, you're safe. If you gaze too long at the myriad of problems around you, you will sink under the weight of your burdens. When you start to sink, simply call out, "Help me, Jesus," and I will lift you up. And this shit meant a lot to me, man. I mean, I was calling out to Jesus, "Help me, man. Help me, I'm dying." The closer you live to me, the safer you are. Circumstances around you are undulating, and there are treacherous looking waves in the distance. Fix your eyes on me, the one who never changes. By the time these waves reach you, they will have shrunk to proportions of my design. I'm always beside you, helping you face today's waves. The future is a phantom seeking to spook you. Laugh at the future. Stay close to me. And these words, man, meant so much to me, man. When you turn shit, and I've been there with alcoholism and drug addiction. Turn it over to God, man. When you ask for help and you take it out of your hands. The last sentence, the future is a phantom seeking to spook you. Laugh at the future. Stay close to me. He's got up my back, man. And I always, honestly, guys, it's kind of crazy and not up to, the stuff that I normally do. I swear a lot of, not ready for fucking prime time, but I always wanted to get a tattoo of Jesus Christ on my back, a big one, and a thing across the top. It says, "Who's got your back?" Have a great day.